Bum bum. In this video, lions that escape their cage in airport. The guy from India traveled to Abu Dhabi for free in a cargo hold of Airbus. Ryanair CEO about the vaccines and travels. No more giant planes in production. Quite sad. But we're gonna start from this one. The ground collision between brand new Airbus A380 and the Deicing Truck happened in Sheremetyevo Airport of Moscow City. It's winter time, my friends, and quite often you need to go through the ground de-icing procedure before takeoff. So the airplane started its taxiing while the de-icing procedure was still ongoing by the ground de-icing crew. The wing hit the de-icing truck, the truck fell over, and the guy who was the driver sustained some of the injuries and he is now in the hospital. What shocks me here is that the crew are being reported to have noticed the incident, only being alerted by the passengers. I will keep my eyes on that accident, but what can I see now, my friends, is clearly misguidance of the procedure between ground handling and the guys in the flight deck, the pilots. Was it misunderstanding or neglecting the procedures? We'll see in the future. Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Dennis and as you probably know, I'm the airline pilot. Here comes the aviation news. Bum bum. In his latest interview, OLeary, the Ryanair CEO, said that he would support limiting the air travels only to those people who've been vaccinated. My friends, just imagine, we are in pandemic for 2 years and still we don't have the common rules for the passengers to travel. This country has one rules, that country has other rules. To enter this country you need vaccine, but not that vaccine. This is not certified, this is certified, this is okay. For that country you need PCR test not later than 40 hours. For this one they don't really care, they accept everything. For this one you need to be quarantined in a hotel for 2 weeks. And those countries, well, those are Australia and New Zealand, they don't really care. They say for everyone, goodbye, we are locked. And there are some of the countries like UK, then even if you are vaccinated, you need to go through the PCR test and you need to go to the hotel for quarantine for a few of the days. So in that case, they're like restricting people even more. And I don't really see the logic here. And I think OLeary also. And he's just trying to search for the common rule for everyone. It's like a message to the governments around the world. Let's get to some kind of the rules for those people, the majority of the people now in Europe, for example, who already have the antigens in their blood. So let's keep them flying. Bum bum. The Turkish low-coaster Pegasus Airlines announced that they're gonna change the fleet policy. By 2025 they will phase out all Boeing 737s in their fleet and they'll operate Airbuses only. Yes, my friends, I'm the Boeing pilot, but I also like the Airbus. Pegasus Airlines has some runway excursion history, even with catastrophic outcomes on Boeing 737 NG. But Boeing 737 NG is still as safe as an Airbus A320. Just remember, in the same Pegasus Airlines, there were some of the incidents with Airbus as well, even with the latest modification, Neo. So that decision was not about the safety, it was about efficiency to get to the common and efficient aircraft type. Bum bum. A pair of lions under the care of Singapore Airlines escaped from their cages while being on the apron at Changi Airport, Singapore. Yes, 2 big cats just broke free from their cages and just began prowling around the apron. Luckily, it was net covering the special area around the cages, so they were secured in that net, but still it was the scary picture for the ground handlers. Sometimes we may have some problems with animals in airport perimeter. Rabbits, foxes, dogs, jackals, wolves, and of course birds. Once I saw the big Komodo dragon just on the runway, then I was flying in Indonesia, but lions, never. The situation with those lions escape was handled well. They were taken back to the cages and just flown to their destination. Probably those lions just wanted to change the Singapore Airlines for this one. Bum bum. A man who was loading bags and cargo into an Indigo Airlines Airbus A320 fell asleep and flown like that in Abu Dhabi. Yes, in a cargo compartment. Cargo compartment is actually quite comfortable if we compare it to open-air environment on the apron. So after loading the bags, the guy just decided to take a short nap on those bags in a cargo compartment, and he went unnoticed by the other ground handlers. The door was shut and the airplane just airborne. After takeoff, the loader woke up. I guess he thought he was still dreaming in some kind of nightmare. After landing, he was taken to the hospital for the medical check. He was okay and he traveled back to Mumbai as a passenger this time. What can I say, my friends? That guy was really lucky because he was at the proper cargo compartment. I don't know about the Airbus, but for Boeing, the forward cargo compartment is used to carry pets. So that is why the temperature there is maintained okay for the body. Also, that situation raises a big question about the security measures in Mumbai airport. Pum pum. The biggest passenger airplane in the world was delivered to Emirates, Airbus A380. Nothing special about it, but it was the last produced A380 in Airbus factory, so we shall not see those big four-engine airplanes in production anymore. Shall we? I personally think the future goes for more efficient twin-engine airplanes like Boeing 777X or Airbus A350. If you want to know more about the Airbus A380 and why I think it was some sort of mistake of producing that big giant plane, please visit this link. It will be here or here, or I'll put in a link just under this video. 251 of A380s were produced. The Airbus will continue to maintain those airplanes flying by producing the spare parts and maintenance services. And this airplane will continue to bring profit to such airlines as Emirates. But in future we'll see that this airplane flies less and less. And finally it will disappear from the skies, sadly. But no worries, we'll continue to fly on other beautiful airplanes. My friends, I always read your comments and I try to answer to all of you. It was my first kind of video about the aviation news, so I select the news myself, but you can share the news you would like me to talk about in the comment section just below. My friends, I know that you are awesome, that is why please follow the awesome guide checklist. It is here, it's very simple. First, what you need to do is just to like this video, and after that, subscribe to my channel. Finally, ring the bell, whatever it means. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a great time. Pum pum.